Hey, this is Chaplain Kara Moore here to bring you the thought of the week. This week's thought is combating burnout. Burnout is when you feel overwhelmed and exhausted spiritually, mentally, physically, and emotionally. If you feel like you just can't because you're too exhausted in any of these areas, you might be suffering the signs of burnout. How do we combat burnout? Well, burnout usually and typically can be identified as overrun boundaries. We all have boundaries within our life that we must maintain on a regular basis. Areas in which we need to focus our boundaries is time, energy, and relationships. Where are you spending your time? We all have the same 24 hours. We have to fit in within those 24 hours, sleep, eating, and relationships. Then on top of all of that, we need to maintain work and other activities, including creative activities, relaxation, and meditation. All of it has to fit in, but it just can't. You can't cram more time into that 24 hours, which is why you're burning out. So instead, analyze where are you spending most of your time. Make a chart and list how much time you spend. One of the things that you might notice is that you're spending a lot of time in mindless activities such as video games or Netflix, where you're just vegging out or decompressing. We use these terms because we are just exhausted mentally and physically. Instead, that's actually a symptom of burnout. And if we instead wasted, studies have shown 3 to 5 hours on just media alone, we can invest that time into things that are significant and important to us. Next, find out what is important to you. What are the things that mean the most to you? In my life, priority is going to go faith, family, and then career. How do I spend that much time? Because without faith, I can't have a career, chaplain, right? Without my family, what am I working for? And my family and my marriage is significant because it belongs to a certain faith group, and we follow and maintain our relationship through faith. And then if I let career overtake all of that, it's not going to work, and everything gets destroyed, and I get tired and burnt out. So I need to analyze and keep in front of me the things that are important. What relationships are important to you? What goals are important to you? Make a list. And then actually put down on that list how much time you spend in a day or in a week with that person or thing that you want to accomplish, that goal. Is the time spent on the priority, or is it upside down? That's when you need to learn to say this word: no. You have to say no to something so that you can say yes to the things that you want to have in your life. You were designed, created for incredible things. And right now you feel so overwhelmed that you can't experience the best you possible. So by saying no to the things now, that will help you to feel more fulfilled within life. Saying no to, again, time management. Where are you putting your time? Saying no to the things that you eat, sleep, drink, all of those things are going to affect, because the way that you eat, if it's the bad junk food, then that's going to not help you sleep, which means you're going to be thrown off and everything gets torn down and you start feeling exhausted. It also means relationships. What relationships are important to you? Studies have shown that you are most like, and you behave, your attitude, you get all of that from the 5 most people you hang around with. So if you're hanging around with people who don't fit that criteria of priority, then it's time to say no to those relationships, because you can't be the best you possible without saying no. Now, yes, we live in a society where we have a boss, and we have to be very careful how we address the no in our work relationships. Being respectful and having a good approach in a relationship with your boss is going to make all the difference. Hey, Commander, I would love to get these tasks done for you. However, with the time and resources that I have, I can do a couple of scenarios where I can do these things well, or I can just get them done for you. Which would be best, and how can we work together to achieve these goals? Having a good approach when you need to say no is the best way possible, because you do have to have a job. Otherwise, if you just approach it in a way that is strictly flat out no, you might find yourself having a whole lot more time at home because you might be fired. So taking into consideration all of these prioritizing, make sure that you put yourself on that list. Why? Because you are the only you that exists. Without you, without taking care of yourself, how you eat, how you rest, and the relaxation or meditation, you aren't going to be able to perform the way that you want to perform. And you're going to end up burnt out and not effective. So make sure you are giving yourself consideration. Yes, that might be some cultural or how we were raised in our family of origin. It might sound contrary to that. But you get to determine who you are. You get to determine what you want to be, and you get to determine how you want to live. And that is simply by analyzing our boundaries. So if you're feeling like you have come across an area where burnout could exist, then take some time analyzing where you're spending your time, where you're spending your relationships, and then how you are saying no in your energy to those things. That is where we can combat burnout. Small steps can make mighty changes, and you can make a mighty change, and it'll make the whole difference in your life. This is Chaplain Karen Moore with the Thought of the Week, combating burnout. Have a blessed day.